Dear student, good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Japji Infotech. In today's video, we have come up with a revision of lesson number 4 of Computer Science of class 9. So be sure to watch this video to the end to fully revise this lesson. So now let's get started. So we will now learn about fill in the blanks in lesson number 4. So our first fill in the blank is dash is the full form of DBMS and the option are database manager system, database managing system, database management system, and the last one is database messenger software. So the right answer is database management system is the full form of DBMS. And the second fill in the blank is to control the database dash is responsible, and the option are database master, database administrator, user, and the last one is common man. So the right answer is to control the database administrator is responsible. Our third fill in the blank is after processing data is converted into dash, and the option are database, information, entity, or software. So the right answer is after processing data is converted into information. So our fourth fill in the blank is information associate with each other is make dash, and the option are database or DBMS, DBA, or file processing system. So the right answer is information associate with each other is make database. And the fifth fill in the blank is to store some data again and again in a database is called dash, and the option are integrity, redundancy, object, and the last one is foreign key. So the right answer is to store some data again and again in a database is called redundancy. So our sixth fill in the blank is dash is a unique key, and the option are primary key, foreign key, electronic key, and the last one is database key. So the right answer is primary key is a unique key. So now we will learn about full form of lesson number 4. So our first full form is DBA. DBA stands for database administrator. Second one is DBMS. DBMS stands for database management system. Third one is SQL. SQL stands for structured query language. And the last one is RDBMS. RDBMS. RDBMS stands for relational database management system. So now we will learn about short answer type questions. So our first question is, what is database? The answer is a set of interrelated information is called a database. Data is stored sequentially in the database. The database has a proper arrangement of information. The required information can be retrieved from the database at any time. So a software called database management system is used to create the database. So the best example of the database is dictionary. So our second question is, what are the different type of relationship? So the three different type of relationship are as follow. First one is one-to-one relationship. Second one is one-to-many relationship, and the third one is many-to-many relationship. Write the name of different kind of DBA. So the name of DBA are as follow. The first one is administrative DBA. Second one is development DBA. Third one is architect DBA. And the fourth one is data warehouse DBA. So our fourth question is, what is SQL? So SQL stands for structured query language. It is a high-level language which is used to store, control, and amend the database. It is based on the concept that how much data is needed by a programmer. So SQL is based on relational database management system. So our fifth question is, name the different type of keys. So keys are very important part of the database management system. They are used to establish and identify relationship between tables. So commonly used keys are, first one is super keys, second one is candidate key, third one is primary key, fourth one is composite key, and fifth one is foreign key. So now we will learn about long answer type questions. So first question is, describe normalization. How many type of normalization available? So normalization is a scientific method. This method can easily transform a difficult table into a user-friendly form. Using it, we can reduce redundancy from the table. It is also used to reduce or eliminate database inconsistency. So these method of implementing normalization are called normal form. So different method of normalization are as follow. First one is the first normal form. Second one is the second normal form. Third one is the third normal form. And the fourth one is the fourth normal form. And the fifth one is the fifth normal form. So our second question is, what is file processing system? Describe its advantages and disadvantages. So in the initial day, all records were stored in the form of file. That's why this system is called file processing system. In computer science, file processing system is a way of storing, retrieving, and manipulating data which is present in various files. So files are used to store various documents. All files are grouped based on their categories. So the file names are very related to each other and arranged properly to easily access the files. So in file processing system, if one need to insert, delete, modify, store or update data, one must know the entire hierarchy of the file. So now we will learn about advantages of file processing system. So the first advantages is cost friendly. So there is a very minimal to no setup and usage fees for file processing system. So second one is easy to use. So file system require very basic learning and understanding, hence can be easily used. And the third one is highly scalability. So one can very easily switch from smaller to larger file as per his needs. So now we will learn about disadvantages of file processing system. So first one is slow access time. So direct access of file is very difficult and one need to know the entire hierarchy of folder to get to a specific file. This involves a lot of time. Second one is presence of redundant data. The same data can be present in two or more files which take up more disk space. And the third one is inconsistent data. So due to data redundancy, same data stored at different places might not match to each other. And the fourth one is data integrity problem. So the data present in the database should be consistent and correct. To achieve this, the data must satisfy certain constraint or conditions. And the last one and the fifth one is difficulty in recovery of corrupt data. So recovery or backup of lost and corrupt data is nearly impossible in case of file processing system. And the sixth one is lack of atomicity. So operation performed in the database must be atomic, that is either the operation take place as a whole or does not take place at all. And the last one is problem in concurrent access. So when a number of users operate on a common data in database at the same time, then anomalies arise due to lack of concurrency control. So our third question is, what do you mean by DBMS? Describe its advantages and disadvantages of DBMS. So the full name of DBMS is Database Management System. This system is designed to address the shortcoming of the file processing system. It is system software which is used for database creation, database management, database recovery, etc. It also provides an interface between user and the database. So benefit or advantages of DBMS are, the first one is DBMS control redundancy. Second one is data can be shared between multiple users. Third one is DBMS provide data backup facility. Fourth one is DBMS provide data security. And the disadvantages of DBMS are, the first one is it requires technical education to use. Second one is the cost and management cost are high. The third one is it requires more hardware. The fourth one is working in DBMS is very complicated. And the fifth one is it is very difficult to move data from one place to another in DBMS. So our fourth question is, what is entity? Write the type of entity in DBMS. So entity is the item whose information is stored in a database as data. So every entity has its own data item which give information about the desired entity. In DBMS, we store data in the form of a table containing information about entity type like student, teacher, employees, etc. So all these entity like student, teacher, employee represent the entity. So in DBMS, there are different type of entity which are as follow. The first one is weak entity. A weak entity is that type of entity that cannot be identified separately by its attribute. Thus, we can say that this entity is not caused primary key. Second one is strong entity. So the entity in which primary key is used, that entity is called strong entity. By this data comes distinctiveness. So our fifth question is, what is meant by data model? Write the part of it. So a data model is a method that informs us about the structure of a database. It is used to describe data, relationship to data, consistency of data, and so on. So data model has been divided into three parts. The first one is the object-oriented logical model. So it is used to describe line by line data. There are five main types. The first one is binary model. Second one is functional model. Third one is entity relationship model. Fourth one is object-oriented model, logical model. And the last one is semantic data model. The second one is record-based logical model. So it is used to describe line by line data, but it always use a format. Each record contains its own attribute. So there are three types. First one is network model, second one is relational model, third one is hierarchical model, and the third type is physical data model. So it is used to describe the data at the lowest level. So entity, attribute, entity set, relationship set, etc. are some of the important part of this model. So student, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you will get notification of more video like this. Thank you. Have a nice day.